Hello everyone. I know that all of you are enjoying these sessions that we are conducting in the series of 500 most expected CAT questions. Now we are conducting these most expected question series on all the three sections of CAT examination, namely verbal RC, logical reasoning data interpretation, and QA. Now, in this session, we shall continue with the part number 11 of 500 most expected CAT DILR questions. So, yes, friends, in this session, I'll be taking up two different sets of logical reasoning data interpretation of LRDI. And the level of difficulty of both these sets can match with the actual level of difficulty of CAT examination. So whatever level of difficulty that we are going to see in CAT examination or whatever we have seen in the previous years of CAT examination, yes, so you will see a similar kind of level of difficulty in the questions that we are going to take on in today's session. So friends, a very good afternoon to all of you and welcome back once again on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. We shall continue with this series. So good afternoon, Kushagra, Sneha, Jwala. I can see all of you. I can hear, I can see your messages. I hope all of you are enjoying this series of sessions. All right. Hello, Sonali. All right. All right. So shall we continue? Shall we begin with this session or shall we continue with this series? Yes, we shall. Okay. Now, before I'll start this session, I want all of you to understand one thing that the questions that we are covering in these sessions. Obviously, we are we are presenting these sessions so that all of you can test yourself during these sessions. So I want your 100% attention and I want your 100% dedication towards solving of the questions when you are attending this session, either in the live format or while watching the recorded session. Okay. Also, during the shortage of time, you can understand we might not be able to give you enough time. We might not be able to give you enough time in solving each and every question. So you can treat all these questions as some additional practice questions that will definitely help you in understanding most of the logics or I would not say logic, but in LRDI, one of the very important thing is how to basically proceed with the question. In which direction we should start so that we can get the answer. Should I make a table or not? If I'm making a table, what kind of table? What all be the rows and the columns representing in that table? तो ये वाला जो confusion है, ये बहुत ज़्यादा confusion होता है. And we waste a lot of time in these type of like questions. Okay, so what you may do is you may treat all these questions that we are covering in these sessions as as some additional, like I mentioned earlier, as some additional questions that will basically help you in practicing in increasing the understanding towards logical reasoning data interpretation section. Okay, all right. Which all these things we have already covered in plenty of the sessions. Okay, so if you want to understand at what score, what percentile you will get. Okay, so we have conducted sessions and you can get all this information over the internet also. BYJU'S Exam Prep की website visit करो, you will get all this information. Okay, now in this session I will stick to the point. So let us quickly start with solving these sets. So there will be two sets that we'll be covering in this question in this session, and each of the sets will have three questions. Okay, number of questions actually does not matter right now, but understanding of the entire set will be very important. Okay, so we shall start. I want all of you to take out at least two sheets of paper so that you can use these sheets for the rough work that you want to do for these two sets. Okay, first set comparatively easier है, ज़्यादा lengthy नहीं है, but second set is a wonderful set. Okay, so let us begin. First set on your screen, the information will be there on the first page, and then I'll take you to the questions one by one, which will be solving. And yes, all the best to all of you. Let us begin with this. So the directions for the first set on your screen now. Read the information carefully and answer the following questions. A high security research lab requires the researchers to set a pass key sequence based on the scan of the 5 fingers of their left hand. So left hand की जो 5 fingers है उनका scan करना है. This will be the security pass key. When an employee first joins the lab, her fingers are scanned in an order of her choice. And then she wants to re-enter the facility, she has to scan the 5 fingers in the same sequence. So whenever any new person will join the lab, so the 5 fingers will be scanned in the order of the choice. So let's say if I'm a new joinee, I want this finger first, then second, then third, then fourth, and then fifth. Okay. So the sequence in which I'll scan in my first go, this will become my password, you can say. And then whenever I want to re-enter the facility, I'll have to scan these 5 fingers in the same sequence. All right. ठीक है. Moving further, the lab authorities are considering some relaxations of the scan order requirements. So lab authorities हैं उन्होंने क्या किया थोड़ा सा relaxation कर दिया because हर एक इंसान को हर एक person को ये जो sequence है जरूरी नहीं है याद रहे. So उन्होंने थोड़ा सा relax कर दिया since it is observed that some employees often get locked out because they forget the sequence. Fine. So the directions are simple. I want to see a yes from all of you in the chat box if you want me to take you to the first question. So this is all about the directions for the next 3 questions. Okay, so I just want to see a yes from all of you so that I can take you to the first question. So I'll read out these directions quickly. A high security research lab requires the researchers to set a pass key based on the scan of the 5 fingers of their left hand. When an employee first joins the lab, her fingers are scanned in an order of her choice. And then when she wants to re-enter the facility, she has to scan the 5 fingers in the same sequence. The lab authorities are considering some relaxations of the scan order requirements. Since it is observed that some employees often get logged out because they forget the sequence. All right. So a lot of you have written yes. So let me take you to the first question. All of you be careful in reading this first question. First question on your screen now. The lab has decided to allow a variation in the sequence of scans of the 5 fingers so that at most 2 scans out of 5 are out of place. ठीक है ज्यादा से ज्यादा at most 2 ज्यादा से ज्यादा 2 scan out of place हो सकते हैं. They have given the example. For example, if the original sequence is thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and the little finger. If this is the original sequence, then T, L, M, R, I is also allowed, but T, M, R, L, I is not allowed. तो ज्यादा से ज्यादा 2 आउट ऑफ प्लेस हो सकती है. ओके ज्यादा से ज्यादा 2 आउट ऑफ प्लेस हो सकती है. So how many different sequences of scan are allowed for any given person's original scan? So original scan उसने दे दिया. अब कितनी सीक्वेंस के थ्रू वो लैब में एंटर कर सकता है ये बताना है. If this relaxation is given. Okay, they have also explained with an example. If this relaxation is given, the lab has decided to allow a variation in the sequence of scans of 5 fingers so that at most 2 scans out of 5 scans are out of place. Okay, so अगर original ये है TIMRL, if this is the original scan order, then TLMRI, so basically इन दोनों को interchange कर दिया. So कोई भी 2 interchange हो सकते हैं. ठीक है. So likewise, how many different sequences are allowed for any given person's original scan? Now the first question, you will see, you'll find that it's tricky, but from the next question onwards, probably you'll be able to find out the correct answers easily. Yes, Virendra, some concept of permutation combination will be applied here, definitely. Come on, give me an answer for this one. All right, Kushagra says 10 is the correct answer. Kushagra, I would say, I would like to clap for you. Definitely, I would like to appreciate the answer that you have given. Nice. Okay, Angela says 11. Perfect. And Jwala says 19. All right. So Kushagar and Angela, both of you, nice, good efforts. Jwala, fine, you have changed your answer. 10. Good, nice, wonderful. So commendable efforts from all three of you. Now let's have a look at it. Okay. Now, since I'm appreciating all these answers, all the answers 10 and 11. So that means like obviously at least one of these answers is correct, one of these answers is incorrect. ठीक है, देखते हैं अब कौन सा वाला correct है, but still good, nice efforts. Sonali says 10. Now, I can say that they have given the relaxation of at most two scans to be out of place. So which two scans will be out of place? We'll have to do the selection, right? So out of five, which two selections will be interchanged? Can be done in 5C2 ways. Okay. So if I want to interchange P or I, T or M, T or R, T or L, likewise या तो आप manually कर लो. So one T के साथ ये चार आ सकते हैं, T के साथ I, M, R, L can be interchanged. Then for I, M, R, L another 3, so 4 plus 3. Then for M, R and L another 2. For R, L can be interchanged. So adding these will give you 10. Okay, but out of 5 you want to select 2 which can be interchanged. So this can be calculated in 5C2 ways. 5C2 का value कितना होता है? 10. Fine. So these 10 scans are allowed. Additionally, original scan जो था उसका वो भी तो allowed है ना. So this is one thing that some of you have not considered. So अगर original scan TIMRL है, so obviously original scan तो allowed है. Other than that, there is a relaxation for these 10 scans. So how many different sequences of scans are allowed for any person's original scan? So original scan to allowed hoga, and these 10 additional scans which are incorrect hai but wo allowed honge. These are the relaxations. So original plus these 10 relaxed sequences. So that means the correct answer should be 11. So Angela, your answer is perfect. But Kushagra, Jwala and Sonali, commendable efforts. So ये एक छोटी सी मिस्टेक हम करते ही हैं. ओरिजिनल जो स्कैन है उसको लेना भूल गए हम. So original scan को add कर दिया and you will get the answer as 11. So the correct answer for this question is 11. All right. चलिए आगे चलते हैं. Interesting question है. Let's move on to question number 2. Now, question number 2 again. So basically, they'll be telling you what relaxation the lab has allowed. Okay, and based on that, you'll have to find out how many different sequences are allowed for the given person's original scan. So please don't forget to add the original scan. Okay? All right. Chaliye. So the lab has decided to allow variations of the original sequence so that input of the scanned sequence of 5 fingers is allowed to vary from the original sequence by one place for any of the fingers. So कोई भी एक finger है, let's say this finger is on number 3. Fine, I've chosen this finger for number 3. So plus minus 1 हो सकता है, either it can go to the left or it can go to the right. So basically uh, it is allowed to vary from the original sequence by one place for any of the fingers. किसी भी फिंगर के लिए ओरिजिनल सीक्वेंस से वन प्लेस वेरी हो सकता है. ठीक है, इट कैन बी वन प्लेस टू द लेफ्ट और इट कैन बी वन प्लेस टू द राइट फॉर एनी ऑफ द फिंगर्स. कितनी भी फिंगर्स के लिए प्लस माइनस वन हो सकता है. ठीक है. Thus, for example, if TIM RL is the original sequence. So let's say, don't look at the question now. So let's say I'll interchange these two. So I can interchange these two. So TI RML is allowed. ओके, दिस इज अलाउड. सो कोई भी अपने इमीडिएट लेफ्ट पे जा सकती है और इमीडिएट राइट पे जा सकती है. ओके, सो एंजेला एंड सोनाली हैव गिवन आंसर्स ऑप्शन सी. ऑल राइट. Any other answer? So if this is the original sequence, this is not allowed. So T and L को interchange करना is not allowed. Okay, fine. चलिए start करते हैं. So first of all, if any two will exchange their places, any two alphabets, मैं इनको alphabets बोल देता हूँ या scan बोल देता हूँ. Any two scans will interchange their places. That means they will have to be adjacent. Okay. So if I'll select these two, fine, this will give you one sequence. If I'll select these two and interchange them, this will give you one allowed sequence. All right. If I'll consider these two and interchange them, it will give you one. And if I'll select these two, it will give you one. Okay. So what I'm saying is exactly two fingers scans will interchange their places. Exactly two fingers scans will be out of place. Okay, right? Fine. So T and I आपस में interchange कर सकते हैं. I and M आपस में interchange कर सकते हैं. M, R and RL. Right? Exactly two will interchange their places. Okay. So number of ways कितने हो गए? 4. All right. Let's move ahead. Now next is exactly 4. अगर exactly 4 out of place होंगे, because 3 out of place नहीं हो सकते. What is happening here is the exchange between two finger scans will be allowed. So if I let's say consider 3 TIMRL, if let's say these three will be out of place, so T can go here, I will go here. So M cannot come here because M की जो place में change है वो two places का change आ जाएगा, right? So that is why interchange cannot happen in 3. Okay, now I'll consider 4. So this pair and this pair. So these two will interchange and simultaneously these two will interchange. So are you understanding what I'm doing is I'm selecting exactly two pairs. Okay, two couples को select कर रहा हूँ. So two couples कैसे कैसे select हो सकते हैं? Okay, so ये देखते हैं. So first of all, if I select this couple, I can select MR or I can select RL. So this can be done in two ways. Okay, right? Then again TIMRL. If I select this pair, then I can select only RL. So another one. Okay, there is no other possibility. So I have 4 plus 2 plus 1, 7 variations, 7 different sequences which are incorrect but allowed. And then इसमें 1 add कर देंगे +1 because original sequence तो allowed है. So answer, the final answer should be 8. The correct answer is option C. Jwala, Vinayak, Kushagra, Sonali, Angela, all of you, amazing, nice yaar. All of you have given the correct answer for this one. So option C, 8 is the correct answer for this question. All right. चलिए आगे चलते हैं. Next question, the last question for this set, and then we'll move on to the next set. The lab has now decided to require 6 scans. 5 fingers हैं, but 6 scans in the pass key sequence where exactly one finger is scanned twice. So कोई भी एक finger को 2 बार scan होगा. And the other fingers are scanned exactly once, which can be done in any order. For example, a possible sequence is this. So possible original sequence is TIMTRL. So T को 2 बार scan कर दिया और T को 2 बार scan किसी भी sequence पे कर सकते हैं. ठीक है? Now suppose the lab allows a variation of the original sequence of 6 inputs where at most 2 scans out of 6 are out of place. ओके, समझे? जो क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 था, इट वाज फॉर 5 fingers. Now the same variation is allowed, but with these 6 scans. Okay, so suppose the lab allows a variation of original sequence of 6 inputs, where at most 2 scans can be out of place, as long as the finger originally scanned twice is scanned twice. So normal hai, as long as finger originally scanned twice is scanned twice and the other fingers are scanned once. तो जो पहले ओरिजिनली मैंने 2 बार स्कैन किया था वही फिंगर 2 बार स्कैन होगी, कोई और फिंगर 2 बार स्कैन नहीं हो सकती. ठीक है? हाउ मेनी डिफरेंट सीक्वेंसेस ऑफ स्कैन्स आर अलाउड फॉर एनी पर्सन्स ओरिजिनल स्कैन? ये थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन है. ओके, सो सॉल्विंग दिस, ये एग्जैक्टली फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरह सॉल्व होगा. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट्स कैलकुलेट द वेरिएशंस. ओके, एंड देन उसमें 1 ऐड कर देंगे द ओरिजिनल सीक्वेंस, दैट विल गिव अस द आंसर. ओके, अब हाउ मेनी वेरिएशंस कैन बी देयर? So what we have to do is, now let's consider these 6 as different scans. मैं start करता हूँ इनको सबको different consider करके. So if all these 6 are different and at most 2 can be out of place, so the answer will be 6C2. जैसे फर्स्ट वाले क्वेश्चन का आंसर था 5C2, सिमिलर वे में इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर 6C2 हो जाएगा, दैट इज 15. ओके, 6C2 का वैल्यू 15 हो गया. बट बिकॉज दीज टू फिंगर्स आर सेम, सो अगर मैं इन दोनों को सेलेक्ट करके इंटरचेंज कर देता हूं, that will not give me a new variation. Okay, if both T are selected and interchanged, that will not give me any new sequence, so -1 करना पड़ेगा. So variations कितनी हो जाएंगी? 14 plus the original sequence. So 14 plus 1, the correct answer should be 15 for this question. So Sonali, you are absolutely correct. Kushagra, -1 नहीं किया शायद आपने. Okay, so 15 plus 1 कर दिया आपने डायरेक्ट, but 15 -1 करके फिर एक ऐड करना था, because if these, obviously T and T are same fingers, तो इनका अगर मैं interchange करूंगा तो it will not give me any new sequence. Okay, so that is why this is removed. So the final answer will be 15 for this question. All right. Okay. So that was set number 1 for today's lecture. Now let's quickly move on to set number 2. And this is a lengthy set. So I'll give you 2 to 3 minutes to read this, and then another 2 to 3 minutes to interpret. And then we'll start doing the analysis together. And after that, we'll have a look at the questions. Okay. So set number 2 for the day on your screen. Like I told you, it's a lengthy one. So read all the information and try to draw the table. Okay, I'll hide myself for some time so that I can show you how you can make a table. Okay, table कैसे बना सकते हैं? So there are 21 employees, out of whom 10 are special skilled, and the remaining, that is 11, are regular skilled employees. ठीक है, 21 employees, 10 are SE, and 11 will be RE. Okay. Now, during the next 5 months, the division has to complete 5 projects every 5 months. So 5 projects every 5 months, that means a total of 25 projects. Out of 25 projects, 5 projects are challenging, okay, while the remaining are standard. दो टाइप के प्रोजेक्ट हैं, challenging and standard. So 5 challenging and 20 standard projects. Each of the challenging project has to be completed in different months. So in the first month, first challenging project will be taken, then in the second month, second, third, fourth. So can I say that since every month we are taking up 5 projects, okay, so out of these 5 projects every month, so there are 5 months, every month we have 5 projects. Every month we'll be taking one challenging project and 4 standard projects. All right, clear up to this point? Now, every month, 5 teams, T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, work on one project each. So, every month we have to finish 5 projects. Okay, so 5 projects will be done by these 5 teams. T1, T2, T3, T4, and T5 are allotted the challenging project in the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth month, respectively. So, T1 will take challenging project in the first month. Rest 4 teams will take standard project in the first month. Now in the second month, T2 will take the challenging project and the remaining teams will take the normal standard project. In the third month, T3 will take challenging. In the fourth month, T4 will take challenging, and so on. Right? The team assigned the challenging project has one more employee than the rest. Okay, total employees kitne hai? 21 employees. Fine. So in the first month, let's say in the first month, T1, T2, T3, T4, and T5. These are the 5 teams. So in the first month, T1 will take challenging project. T2, T3, T4, and T5 will take standard projects. Okay. Now, how many total employees are there? 21 employees. So the team assigned the challenging project has one more employee than the rest of the teams. So first month में T1 को challenging project मिला है. Okay. So T1 के पास number of employees will be one more than the number of employees in rest of the teams. So how can I divide these 21 employees? So I'll give 4 each to these handling standard projects, and 5 will be given to challenging. Okay, so how these 21 are divided? This is the way in which 21 employees are divided. Second month में क्या होगा? T2 के पास challenging आ जाएगा और सबके पास standard. ठीक है? And again the number of employees given 4, 5, 4, 4, and 4. Okay, so I hope you are understanding how this table will look like. ठीक है? Okay. Now this is up till this part. Fine. This is up till this part. अब समझ में आ रहा होगा ना, कैट में भी इसी टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. ठीक है? Now let's read further. अब एम्प्लॉयज भी दो टाइप के थे. Okay, so if I look at the first month, T1 is given challenging project and will be handled by 5 employees. Now employees were of two types, special and regular. So how many will be special, how many will be regular out of these 5 employees will be given in the next statements. Okay, so let's read them out. In the first month, चलो यहां तक तो समझ में आ गया ना? I believe यहां तक सबको समझ में आ गया. So now let's prepare a table for up till this part. Up till this part के लिए table prepare कर लेते हैं. So horizontally I'll be writing T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 teams, and then first month, second month, third month, fourth month, and fifth month. Okay, this is how the table will look like. सही है? तो ये वाला पोर्शन अभी टेबल में इंसर्ट कर लेते हैं. सो आई हैव मेड एन एम्प्टी टेबल फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू. ठीक है, एम्प्टी टेबल सबके सामने है. एंड एक सेकेंड, इसको फिल करने के लिए यहाँ पे लिख देते हैं. सो T1, T2, T3, T4 and T5, right? And then first month, second month, थर्ड मंथ, आई थिंक कलर थोड़ा सा विजिबल नहीं है तो इसको चेंज कर लेते हैं. सो T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 and first month, second, third, fourth and fifth month. ठीक है. Now challenging project C, S, 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 then S, C. So challenging project इस तरीके से मिलेगा. ठीक है. Remaining projects are standard. A challenging project will have 5 employees, 4, 4, 4 and 4. Okay. Standard 4, challenging 5, 4, 4 and 4. Standard 4, standard 4, challenging 5. So this is the total number of employees that I'm writing. Okay, I'm writing each and everything so that you will understand it properly. So this is standard 4 employees. All right. So now I have filled this table. I hope you have understood this. ठीक है. अब देखते हैं कि ये जो employees हैं, out of these employees which are allocated to every team in every month, how many of these employees are regular employees? How many are special skilled employees? So as we all know, there are a total of 10 special skilled and remaining 11 regular. So 10 तो special है, special skilled employees, and 11 are regular employees in total which are available for every month. Okay, let me appear in front of you. Okay, here I am. Fine. Now they are saying in the first month, so same information is there. यहाँ पे जो लिखा था in the first month, so I've copied that information. So in the first month, T1 has one more SE than T2. Okay, SE की बात हो रही है तो T1 has one more SE than T2. T2 has one more SE than T3. T3 has one more than T4 and T4 has one more than T5. T5 का पता ही नहीं कितने हैं. Between, okay, so अब SE total 10 है. How these 10 will be divided in 5 teams where T4 has one more than T5, T3 has one more than T4, T2 has one more than T3, T1 has one more than T2. So it can only be possible in this way: 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is the number of SE employees. Okay, SE. So अब remaining क्या होंगे? RE, regular employees. So if four special employees are there, so one regular employee will be there. Again, one regular employee, two regular employees, three regular employees and four regular employees. So first month का जो breakup है for special employees and regular employees, this I have written in the table. Between two successive months, the composition of teams changes as follows. Up from first month to second month, the composition of the teams will change and it will change according to these points. Okay? अब थोड़ा सा टफ होने वाला है, समझना ध्यान से. चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं. Now the team allotted the challenging project gets 2 SE from the team which was allotted the challenging project in the previous month. Okay, so month 1 and month 2, challenging project earlier was with T1 and now it is given to T2. Okay, so what will happen is 2 SE from the team will be transferred to the new team. So अभी SE कितने थे? 4 SE थे और इसके पास 3 थे. So 4 में से इसको 2 मिल जाएंगे तो इसके पास SE कितने हो जाएंगे? 5. It will have 5 SE. So whatever the number of SEs were there, it will increase by 2 for this team. Fine. In exchange, one RE will be shifted from the former team to the later team. So इस वाली टीम से in exchange one RE will be given to the other team. So basically ओल्ड चैलेंजिंग टीम से न्यू चैलेंजिंग टीम पे अगर एम्प्लॉयज हमें फाइंड आउट करने हैं, सो 2 SE विल बी गिवन एंड 1 RE विल बी टेकन बैक. सो द कॉम्पोजिशन विल बिकम 5-0. ओके, SE 2 ऐड हो गए और RE एक कम हो गया. सिमिलरली यहां पे क्या होगा, T1 में क्या होगा, SE 2 माइनस हो जाएंगे, इट विल बिकम 2 एंड RE 1 ऐड हो जाएगा, 2 2. नंबर ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज 4 हो गए, राइट? ठीक है. एंड और सबके मैं ऐसे लिख देता हूं, 2 2 ओरिजिनली जो थे, 1 3 एंड 0 4. नाउ वन मोर थिंग इज हैपनिंग. लुक एट पॉइंट बी. Look at point B. After the above exchange, if T1 has any SE and T5 has any RE. देखते हैं after the exchange in second month, T1 and T5 को देखना है. So T1 and T5. Yes, T1 has SE है उसके पास और T5 के पास RE. Yes, they have. So SE RE कैसे है? SE is the first term number and RE is the second number. So if T1 has any SE and T5 has any RE, T1 के पास SE होना चाहिए and T5 के पास RE होना चाहिए. अगर है, then one SE will be shifted from T1 to T5 and one RE will be shifted from T5 to T1. तो ये शिफ्टिंग भी कर देते हैं जल्दी से. So one SE will go from T1 to T5. So इसका जो न्यू कॉम्पोजिशन है वो क्या हो जाएगा, मैं थोड़ा सा इसको कंजस्टेड वे में लिख देता हूं, रुक जाओ, क्योंकि अब एक्सचेंज भी करने हैं. तो 2 2 ओरिजिनल था, इसका 2 2 1 3 and 0 4. So one SE will be shifted from T1 to T5 and one RE will go from T5 to T1. Okay, and similarly यहाँ पे 1/3. ओके, सो ओरिजिनल काट के मैंने न्यू लिख दिया. डन. Also, if T2 has any SE and T4 has any RE, same thing will be done between T2 and T4. Okay, so T2 के पास SE है और T4 के पास RE है, so same thing will be done. ये क्या बन जाएगा, 4/1 and this will become 2/2. All right, between T2 and T4. So this is the actual number of SE-RE combination, okay, now that they will have, which I have circled. So this is done from month number 1 to month number 2. अब 2 से 3 पे आते हैं. तो पहले चैलेंजिंग प्रोजेक्ट वाला जो है उसकी टीम को देख लेते हैं, राइट? सो स्पेशल का 1 एडिशन होगा, सो इट विल बी 2 एडिशन होगा, स्पेशल 2 ऐड होंगे एंड रेगुलर एक माइनस हो जाएगा. ओके, सो 2,2 था इसका ओरिजिनल, सो यहां से 2,2 से 4,1 हो गया. ऑलराइट, ठीक है. एंड जिस टीम से इसने एक्सचेंज किया है, T2 से एक्सचेंज किया है, तो उसमें भी चेंजेस होंगे. सो इन दैट स्पेशल विल बी सब्ट्रैक्टेड बाय 2 एंड रेगुलर विल बी एडेड इंक्रीज्ड बाय 1. सो इसका 2,2 हो जाएगा. रेस्ट में सबके एज इट इज लिख देता हूं, 1 3 2 2 and 1 3, right? Then point number B will be applied. So if T1 has any SE and T5 has any RE, then the exchange will happen. So यहाँ पे 0,4 instead of this, and here 2,2. The same thing will happen between team 2 and team 4. So this will become 1/3. Okay, and this will become 3/1. All right, so the numbers that I'm circling will be the new numbers, new number of employees in these departments, in these teams. Now let's do it from month number 3 to month number 4 in the similar manner. So this will be done between team 3 and team number 4. Okay, so special will increase by 2 for team number 4, so it will become 5, and regular will decrease by 1, it will become 0. For team number 3, special will reduce by 2 and regular will increase by 1. Okay, writing the number of employees for other teams as it is. Okay, now point number B will be applied between team 1 and team 5. Team 1 के पास अगर SE है, team 1 does not have SE, so nothing, no exchange will happen between team 1 and team 5 in this case. For team 2 and T4, yes, exchange will happen. So this will become 0, 4, the new, and this will become यहाँ से इधर जाएगा, एक सेकेंड, 6, 1 तो गड़बड़ है. Oh, yes, exchange will also not happen here. So it is saying that if T2 has SE and T4 has RE, T4 does not have RE. So exchange will not happen in this case. बच गए. ठीक है, अब आगे चलते हैं. नेक्स्ट फॉर मंथ 5, T4 के पास चैलेंजिंग था, मंथ 5 में T5 के पास चैलेंजिंग आ गया. सो क्या होगा? SE will increase by 2, it will become 4, and RE will decrease by 1. And for team 4, it will become 3, 1. Others I'll write as it is, 0, 4, 1, 3, and 2, 2. Okay. Again, T1 and T5 के बीच में exchange नहीं होगा because T1 does not have SE. Okay. And for RE, for team 2 and team 4, yes, exchange will happen because they both have SE and REs. So 0, 4 is the new composition and 4, 0 is the new composition for team 4. Okay, so that's it. The question is over. Okay, the question is over. Now, one thing that was left was at the bottom of the screen, each standard project has a total of 100 credit points. हर एक standard के लिए 100 credit points है, and each challenging project has 200 credit points. The credit points are equally shared between the employees in that team. So, if I look at month number 1, team 1 was given challenging project. Month number 1, team 1 was given challenging project जिसको इसको 200 rupees, 200 credit points मिलेंगे, and this will be divided among 5. So every employee will get 40 credit points for a for a challenging project. Now for a standard project, each one will get 100 credit points, and there are only 4 employees, so every employee will share 25 credit points. ठीक है? So whenever a team is handling challenging project, every member will get 40 credit points. Whenever they are handling standard project, every employee will get 25 credit points. Okay, all right. चलिए अब क्वेश्चंस देखते हैं. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. अब क्वेश्चंस इजी हो जाएंगे, टाइम तो हम लगा ही चुके हैं. The number of times in which the composition of team 2 and the number of times in which composition of team 4 remained unchanged in 2 successive months. So team 2 का देखते हैं. Team 2 from first month to second month it has changed. From second to third it has changed. From third to fourth it has remained same. And then fourth to fifth it has changed. So for T2 there is only 1 month. For T2 there is only 1 month. For T4 देखते हैं when it has remained unchanged. So 1 to 2 it has changed, change. It has changed in every month. Okay, so it will be 0. So 1, 0, answer will be option B for this question. Okay, now this question is difficult, this question is lengthy, I understand that. So what you have to do is you'll have to look at this question once again. Once this session is over, please visit the recorded session of this YouTube. Okay, आगे चलते हैं. The number of SE in T1 and T5 for the projects in the third month are. So SE बताने हमें T1 and T5 in the third month. So in the third month, T1 and T5, how many SEs are there? 0 and 2 respectively. So 0 and 2 respectively, answer is option A. Okay, clearly mentioned. So the correct answer is option A. Let's move ahead looking at the last question for the day. Which of the following cannot be the total credits earned by any employee for the projects. Now, by any employee. So, koi bhi employee. So, if I'll consider any employee, fine, it can either work in a standard, it can either work on a standard project or on a challenging project. Standard project पे काम करता है तो इसको कितना पैसा मिलता है? Yes, he will earn 25 rupees, 100 divided by 4. Challenging पे कितना मिलता है? 200 divided by 5, he will get 40. Okay, now he has worked for 5 months. Let's say this employee has worked for 5 months, and every time he has worked on the challenging project, and in none of the months he has worked on standard project. So total money earned will be 5 into 40, that is 200. This is one possibility. Okay, so these are the number of months that I am writing. So any employee has worked for 5 months. ऐसा हो सकता है ना कि in all these 5 months he has worked on challenging project. He has worked in a team which is handling challenging project. हर बार यही हुआ है, ठीक है? It may also happen that for 4 months he has worked on challenging and 1 month he has worked on standard. So money earned will be 4 multiplied by 40 plus 1 multiplied by 25, that is 185. Other options are 3 and 2. So 3 months on challenging and 2 months on standard. This will give you 160, no, 170, 120 and 50. So this will be 170. All right. Okay. Then for 2 months on challenging and 3 months on standard. So it will become 80 and 75. That is 155. Then 1 month challenging and 4 months standard. This is 140. And 5 months standard and 0 months challenging. This will be 125. So these are the possibilities of the earning of any of the employees for these 5 months. Okay. So 140, yes, it can be a possible value. 150 cannot be a possible value. 170 is a possible value. 200 is a possible value. So we have to find out which of the following cannot be. So the correct answer will be option B. All right. Yes, definitely this set was confusing. That is why I told you that the second set actually qualifies for a set that can come in CAT examination. Okay, I've kept only 3 questions, but the number of questions definitely will be either 5 or 6. Itne kam questions nahi ho sakte. Okay, so the correct answer here is option B, and that is all for this session for the day. I hope you would have enjoyed, if you like, even if you have not understood this set, but you would have enjoyed looking at this set, and definitely you will look at the recorded session if you want to have 100% understanding of this set. All right, now you can unlock your free trial for 3 days for BYJU'S Exam Prep by logging on to our application. The link is given in the description for the same. The list of CAT 2022 toppers on your screen now. Many of you must be dreaming to be in such a list. Okay, so definitely if you'll work hard, one day you will be there in this list of toppers. New batches are available. Those who are not the student of BYJU'S Exam Prep, you can be a student at BYJU'S Exam Prep by enrolling in any of the new batches which are available for CAT 2023 comprehensive program. The link to join this program is given in the description, and you can also fetch lots of information by logging to our website. Also, like if you are planning to join BYJU'S Exam Prep for your CAT preparation, then you can go for a scholarship test in which you can avail up to 90% scholarship on the CAT preparation program. The next scholarship test is being conducted on 25th of June at 11 a.m. So do register because there are limited seats. Devise your test taking strategy with Saral sir. A wonderful live interactive workshop will be conducted on 27th of June at 7 p.m. So be a part of it and understand why it is important to start for the CAT preparation as soon as possible. 500 most expected CAT questions. The series will continue, which started on 6th of April. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep to avail to have a look at all these sessions. That's all, friends, from my side. Thank you very much for being a part of this session. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye.